Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Welcome to the Fly With Us podcast. This podcast is bringing the art of conversation, self-love, self-care, mental health care and protection, life lessons, love lessons, and everything in between. Today we are joined by a special guest, Mr. Corey Richardson, and we're going to talk about getting physically fit.
Hey.
Welcome, Mr. Corey, or as the kids say, Uncle Corey. He's everybody's uncle.
You already know. Either uncle or pawpaw.
Uncle or pawpaw. I like it. So before we get all the way into this, A-Slate is going to hit us with our mindfulness minute.
Our mindfulness minute today is physical challenge. It says, I recognize that my physical well-being is an intrinsic part of having mental health. I live into greater activity, pushing myself in new directions and making myself strong. Physical exercise is not really optional for those of us who want to lead productive and meaningful lives. To be sure we can have a few sedentary years, they will catch up to us sooner or later. So we better go ahead and take charge of the situation now. At least once a year, we should all stretch our capabilities by doing something we did not believe we could do, like climbing a mountain or learning a new sport. Any physical limitations need not be obstacles. We can work around them to improve our quality of life. Do you have in mind right now something that you believe you physically can't do? Take a long, hard look at that belief. Is it centered in self-created illusion, or is it rooted in reality? Can you, with minor modifications, make a more active life for yourself? Can you step up your game just a little? Is there some crazy goal you could pursue to make life more enjoyable? Inquire and then do. Physical challenge is our mindfulness minute.
I like that. So I physically challenged myself in a variety of ways during this quarantine. You know, my favorite meal is chicken and macaroni and cheese. I know, right? But I've been working on having it in modification, in moderation. I tried some vegan mac and cheese. It's not quite the same, but it's all right. I'm trying to sneak in some exercise here and there. So, Mr. Corey, help me out.
Hey, I got to tell everybody, it's all about what you want. I had a couple clients ask me the other day, I'm losing motivation. I can't get motivated. And I said, well, I can show you different things and all kinds of things, but ultimate motivation comes from what you look at every day and what you decide to change. Because if it's not starting here, it ain't gonna happen here, plain and simple. You can want to do something, but if your mind's not set, it's not gonna happen, because your mind is all over the place. It's got to be set on one specific goal. You got to look at a goal every day. You got to write that goal down every day, and you got to set your mind to go achieve that goal. If you don't want to go achieve it, you won't. You can look at it, you can want it, but if it's not set to achieve, it's just going to sit there until you truly ready. And that's where change actually starts in your mind.
So tell us, how did you get started? How did you set your mind to this goal that I'm going to be this fitness guy, I'm going to get in shape, I'm going to help other people get in shape? What started it for you?
Well, since y'all know me, I can get straight up open. It started with the divorce. When I went through my divorce, it set something up in me, because I've always ran track. I was always a little fit, but tried to stay as healthy as possible. But going through my divorce and then sitting in my brother's bedroom for 3.5 months being totally depressed, it was like, okay, either you're going to sit here and die, or you're going to get up and you're going to do something else. And when I decided to get up and do something else, my brother had some weights in his basement, so I just started lifting weights. And it went from there. Then I went to college, ride my bike to college, and I was like, hey, I'm starting to see some abs. Maybe I should do something. I kept doing that. And then when my grandmother, when she had her stroke, and she had been on me about cutting my locks, and I said, okay, if I'm gonna cut my locks, I'm gonna cut them all the way off, be bald, and I can't be skinny and bald, so I might as well go ahead and put on a little weight, but not fat, put on some muscle. And that's what I did. And after that, I remembered, hey, you coach people in track. So you can coach people to help them change themselves for the better. Whether they want to be skinny, whether they want to just tone up, whether they want to be so-called thick, and I say so-called because everybody that say they thick is, you know what I mean, it is what it is. Yeah, I tell you this, most of my clients are bigger ladies, and I tell them all the time, if you got a set goal, buy that dress or buy that outfit, hang it up, and then every day try it on. And until it fits, you're not at your goal yet. Don't worry about the scale. Don't worry about looking in the mirror. All you do is get up every day, you plan your nutrition plan out for that day, and then you go make it happen.
We are sitting in one spirit right now. I'm telling you, when I first started working out, I realized it was 7 or 8 years ago. It was because of a breakup. And I went and started working out, and I went super, super hard. And I also have 2 dresses hanging on my shower bar right now that I want to wear since having the baby, and I can't get them yet. So I can dig that. But like, I worked out really hard when I first started, and then I kind of slowed off to where I didn't do anything, and I just started getting really back into it. How do you avoid burnout?
Taking a break. To be truthful, take a break. Because if you think about something, if you do something every single day, just like your body, if you put something in your body every single day, your body's gonna get numb to it. So it's not gonna work. So if you're not taking that break, if it ain't but once a week, or maybe take a week off, you know, some people take a couple months off. Hey, if you're not doing that, then you're gonna burn yourself out. And it's gonna be like, okay, well, I don't wanna do nothing. You know, ever since this little COVID thing, I work out every day. I don't work out like I used to, but I still get up in the morning. I do my little 30-minute workouts. I record some videos and I send them out to clients, and I post them on Facebook. No, I'm not doing the same thing I used to do, being in the gym all day, every day, but I'm still doing something. And that's to keep the body moving. And you was right. When you hit your lowest point, that's when you really see it's time for a change. You know? Yeah. And for me, like I said, the breakup was my lowest point. It was some self-inflicted things that happened in there, but that's the thing. You never know how low you are until you low. And when you low, it's like, okay, I can't go nowhere else but up. When it's time to go up, it's time to go up. Only you know when that time is, though. Right.
So, you know, it is, as I'm listening to both of you, you know, talk about, you know, breakups and divorces as a catalyst for jumpstarting your fitness, you know, program. There is like a joke that says a divorce is the ultimate weight loss plan. And I'm always like, that is so true, because it's the ending of one thing, but it is the beginning of a new chapter, you know, in your life. And it's a perfect, it's like a perfect starting point, you know, because you got to do something. Like you said, you sat in that room for 3 months and you wallowed and you went through, I shoulda, coulda, woulda, she shoulda, coulda, woulda. And then you decided, okay, enough is enough. Let me, you know, get back to who I really am, who I truly am. And I just have to say, you know, for both of you, that is remarkable and commendable to be able to do that, because you see so often so many people lose themselves, you know, being wrapped up in a relationship or being wrapped up with somebody else. And then when it ends, they have nowhere to go because they put everything, you know, into that. So there ain't no, you know, there's nowhere to move from that. So that's just amazing. So I have a question. You know, I work with teenagers, with children. How do you get children involved with being physically fit? How do you spark their interest when they really don't care? How do you get, you know, our youth to be?
And see that, and that's a funny thing, because right now I'm involved in a young men's mentoring camp. And the one thing that all of them, during the time, they hate it. But when it's time to work out, they're so excited, you know. And it's because you got to make it fun for them. You know, it can't just be, okay, you get over there and do 20 push-ups, because that right there is more like a punishment. But if you make it into a game, like I set them up in races. Okay, we're going to do suicides. So you get to this line, you do 10 push-ups, you come back, touch this line, go down to the next line, do 10 burpees, come back, touch this line, go down to the end, do 10 more push-ups. They set it up to a race. Okay, I can beat you. not knowing that they getting all the exercise in the world they need, and they love it. You know, now it's time where you're not listening. Okay, well, y'all go do 10 burpees over in the corner. Hey, I hate burpees. Okay, but you was loving it when we was racing. So, go do it. But ultimately, with them, it's like I said, it's more like making it fun, because as children up until a certain age, they have goals, but they don't really have goals. They know what their parents want them to do. They know what they think they want to do, but until they really enter life, they don't know. I had a couple of young girls, they go to Jefferson. Actually, they just graduated. One was, I want to say 15. The other one was 13 when they started. And their thing was, they were heavy set. And their thing was like, well, all the boys want the girls that look like this and look like that. I said, okay, I understand that. But think about this. If you look the best that you can look, and you feel good at how you look, don't worry about what they want, because the right little boy is going to come along. And bam, when they graduated, they called me, tell me that they graduated. And I was like, okay, good. And all of a sudden, yeah, my little boyfriend is. I said, what happened to the boyfriend that you said you wasn't going to get? Oh, well, now I said, yeah, right. You got your little body right. You know what I mean? You ain't doing all the extra stuff, but, and they like, yeah. And now they off to college. And I'm like, hey, see, good thing. And that's my whole, I don't care who I train. If it's an older person or it's a younger person, my whole goal is to get into their mindset, not just their body. Because anybody can change their body. But if you can change their mind, you can change their life.
That's one of my favorite scriptures, is be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. That's something I like. But I heard you saying like you had them doing burpees. I hate burpees, personally. I hate burpees. I'm not
Everybody
a fan.
does. Everybody does, except for me.
And then I've had my own issues, and I know we all have probably sometimes with listening to what's going on outside, which causes problems. How do you deal with adversities and things that come your way?
Adversity should be a catalyst to moving forward. Everybody has problems. Everybody has issues. Everybody has life happening to them. My thing is, if I got goals, like every day I got a journal, and I write down my daily goals, my monthly goals, my yearly goals, my 5-year plan, my 15-year plan, 20-year plan. Nothing's gonna take me off those goals, regardless. I don't care what's going on in my life. It might set me back a couple steps, but it's not gonna stop me from achieving them. So if I gotta go around an obstacle, go over an obstacle, go under an obstacle, I'm gonna figure out a way to do it. Every morning I send all my clients daily motivationals. I tell them good morning, and it's a motivational video. And the videos are something that I got my YouTube set up to where it's sending me random videos, because I figure that the spirit is going to give me whatever I need for that day. And if it's given to me, somebody else needs to hear it.
I like it. Where's Lady Bounce?
Right, I'm just like listening. It's amazing. So you are an Herbalife distributor. Why Herbalife as opposed to the other companies that are out there? Like, what makes Herbalife the one that we should choose and we should be using?
Well, go again. Since y'all know me, I can be 100 with y'all. Coming from being in the military, stop eating pork, then getting out of jail, becoming a vegan, then 2 years later becoming a vegetarian, and then starting back eating chicken and fish, I wanted to find something that was simple, that I could add to my nutrition that's going to help me achieve my goals. And it took me, like, the dude that signed me up in Herbalife, when I met him, it took me 6 months to do research, because that's the vegan mindset. I got to find out what's in here. I got to find out, make sure it doesn't have these certain dyes in them, these certain products that actually eat pork, but they don't tell you it's pork, different things like that. So I done extensive research, and between that and all the other companies, this was the only one that I found that was truly authentic about helping people. You know, they have their own, they run their own farms. You know, yes, it has soy in it, but doesn't have soy isolate. And the soy isolate is what we don't need, especially men, you know, in our bodies. Yes, soy protein is good, but not the soy isolate, because the soy isolate is what gives the estrogen in men. Yeah, that's the difference. A lot of people think, oh, soy bad. No, all soy is not bad. It's what's taken out of the soy that makes the soy bad. You know, so after doing research, you know, I was like, okay, I got with my sponsor, and I'm like, hey, I'm gonna try it. So me, I always say, if I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it 100 all the way in. So I signed up as a distributor, and then I started the product. I didn't even get my first 2 clients until after like 6 weeks of being on the product, because after 6 weeks, I was like, hold on, I done gained 6 pounds, but I haven't got fat. Okay, good. Now, and I feel good. I got a lot more energy than I used to. I'm not feeling sluggish. I don't want to lay around all day. I actually want to get up and stay moving. Okay, good. Now, let me figure out what's going on with the rest of the products. Because, you know, with Herbalife, it's not just lose weight, gain weight. They got skin care, they got ocular care, they got heart health, they got digestive health, everything. My oldest son, had Crohn's disease. Well, he was diagnosed with Crohn's disease. I don't claim none of that stuff. Because, I mean, doctors do what they do. They tell you got something and put you on some medicine. When he was at Thomas More University playing football, you know, they had to pull him off the football field because he was throwing up and keep nothing down. Took him to the hospital. You got Crohn's disease, Mr. Richardson. And he called me upset and all this stuff. I said, okay, well, don't worry about it. We're going to figure it out. So I got him some Herbalife aloe concentrate, which, if a lot of people don't know what aloe does for your body as far as digestive system. Inside your stomach, inside your intestines, you have little hairs, which is called villi. And yes, we might go to the bathroom every day, but we're not cleaning the inside of our intestines or our stomach. You know, we're not doing an oil change in our body, plain and simple. So the Herbalife aloe strips the hair. You know, and if you know anything about hair, if your hair is gunky, you know, nothing can really get through. You might get some stuff through, but it's still gonna catch everything else. Well, once the villi are clear, everything flows like water. Flows good. You know, a lot of people think, oh, well, it's gonna make me go to the bathroom. Yeah, you're supposed to go to the bathroom. 3 minutes after you eat food, you should be going to the bathroom. Because when you put something in, you gotta take something out. And if it's not coming out, it's gonna sit here. And that's what causes a lot of people, you know, what we say obese or whatever. Yeah, bloated. It's just sitting there. That's why. I guarantee you, if you detox for a whole 2 weeks, it'll come out. You will lose about 10, 15 pounds quick. But a lot of people don't see that. You know, a lot of people, well, I can just do green smoothies and stuff like that. Okay, true, you can. But knowing what we know about nutrition nowadays, as far as vegetables and stuff like that, everything's a hybrid. So you're not really getting all the vitamins and minerals you need out of it. So, okay, now you're going to be malnourished because you're not getting everything you need. So where you getting them vitamins and stuff from? Oh, I'll just go eat some more fruit and some of this. You're still not getting everything you need because then again, everything's a hybrid. So unfortunately, we have to do different supplements and stuff to make sure that we get all our vitamins and minerals. I got people tell me all the time, I'd rather drink purified water than spring water. Okay, so tell me where you're gonna get them vitamins out of the vitamins and minerals that's supposed to be in the water. That's not. What? Figure that out. Yeah, but then you go buy the 1-a-day vitamins from the store that really don't digest in your system.
They come right back out.
Right. It's like, now what you gonna do? Because you still not getting everything you need. Well, why are you saying Herbalife is better? I'm just telling you experience. I'm not gonna tell you it's better than this. I'm not gonna tell you it's better than that. I'm gonna tell you what it done for me, what it does for everybody that I know, that I work with, or that I train. That's all I can do. You know, tell you the research I've done on it, and then I'll leave it up to you. It's on you to figure out what you really want to do with yourself. How healthy do you want to be, and what kind of steps you want to take to get to that level.
Yeah,
I just right before the call, I was on the having a chat with a lady on Messenger, and she inboxed me. She was like, "Well, Herbalife is expensive. I said it's not too expensive because I see you every day. You at the club, you drinking, or you at the store, you buying these jeans and you buying these shoes. You want to buy the new iPhone. I love iPhones too, but I'd rather take care of myself first, and then worry about all the other stuff. So don't say it's expensive. Just say, I don't feel like spending that money on this. It's all about how you word things.
You making me think about Herbalife a little different. I was like, nah, ain't nothing gonna work except exercise and eating right. That's it. We don't need it, right?
But you're right. You're right. It's nothing but exercise and nutrition. But what is Herbalife? Simple nutrition. Nutrition made simple.
Yeah, and you just made it simple for me. So thank you for doing the research. See, and I can trust your experience and wisdom. See, I can trust that. Trust that.
Everybody knows when I first started Herbalife, I was, after going through my depression and losing weight, I've never been no more than 150 pounds. When I graduated high school in 1988, I was 110 pounds. When I got out of the military in 94, I was 145 pounds. Mm-hmm. I've never been no more than 150 pounds. Well, now I'm 200 pounds, but I'm 200 pounds with only no more than 12% body fat. And I say no more. Sometimes I like to dibble and dabble, like over the past 2 months. Yeah, I've been working out, but I still like to have my little cakes and stuff like that. So I figured out how to make donuts out of Herbalife products.
Can you make chocolate chip cookies?
Yes. Hey, I just got a recipe for peach cobbler.
Ooh, I'm interested.
Hey, when I first seen it, I was like, peach cobbler, that's my favorite. But that's the thing. With nutrition, especially with Herbalife, in the shakes and stuff like that, you can almost do anything with it. Mm-hmm. You know, I got a client, she makes waffles and pancakes, and they are the bomb.
Wow.
And I'm like, and I sat there and I did all the math on it, and I'm like, hold on. So you can have 2 to 3 waffles or like 6 pancakes, and you still have less calories in that one meal than you would have in an entire, half a meal?
I am excited.
Have a regular breakfast? Come on, man.
I am excited.
Me too.
I'm excited because pancakes matter to me sometimes. I'm not a huge fan, but sometimes they matter. But speaking of wisdom and things that matter, I'm going to ask, I have another question for you. How does it feel for you, or where do you stand? I'll say, where do you stand? Because consider we all have the same thing going on as Black people, but we stand on different sides. Where do you stand as a Black man today with what's going on racially?
It's like this.
Like, I'll ask you a different way though. I'll ask you, like, do you have a simple solution? Do you believe there's a simple solution?
I say this. I know the long-term solution, what needs to happen in order for everything to happen. And that's total separation from, I can't say the rest of the world, but we need to be separated so we can come together. That way we can sit up there and then dictate to the world, this is what we need. Because until we get together and truly come together, we can't tell the world we need nothing. Because they're going to sit there and look, if y'all doing this every day and y'all doing this, hey, come on now. If we, and I hate to sound like we killing ourselves every day, but it can't go no more than that. You know, we already know that the system's set up to take the Black man out the house. We already know the system's set up to incarcerate the Black man. We already know the system's set up to make it harder on the Black women to do anything except for to let them get welfare. So we can't sit up there and say, okay, we're gonna have to go inside the system and do this until we get together and truly figure out within us what we're gonna do together to get us together, and then say, okay, this is what we need.
I agree, and I think it's great self-care for us to get together, just at least just for a little while, and mind our own business. That's some good that's a good self-care point.
Yeah.
Mind your own business. My daddy used to say, mind yours. We need to mind our business for a minute, which is each other. Lady Bounce, where you at over there?
Hey, I'm listening to the two of y'all, and I'm just like, this is like, yeah, I mean, I'm excited. This is like totally, incredible. So as we're wrapping up this session, which I mean, we definitely have to do a part 2 because our time is winding down, and you have been incredible in the amount of information, and I just want to know more. Mm-hmm. So, real quick before we get to our self-care assignment, where can people find you to learn more, to be a client, to get your morning videos? Where do we find you at?
Facebook, Corey Richardson, or Facebook, Phase Fitness, which is PHAIZE, or Instagram, Phase Fitness. I actually have an app I haven't put out yet because I'm trying to do some tweaks on it, but I'm working on that. And shoot, all I gotta say is you can ask around dating, and pretty much everybody know, oh, that's the bald head dude that always wearing Herbalife. Yeah, that's me. He always at the gym. Yeah, that's me. Yeah. Sure. And I'll say this, I want to do a quick plug for my cousin. For anybody who's looking to have your young men be around positive men, check out Anthony Parker and Extraordinary Men's Mentoring Group. He's doing some wonderful things, and I'm so blessed to be a part of it.
Awesome.
I like it.
I love it. So our self-care, thank you so much, Corey. And I've been peeking at the videos too to give myself a boost. So thank you. So today's self-care assignment, or we can use it this week, is take a morning walk. Start your day off right with a brisk 30-minute walk early in the morning before everyone is awake and the sun is just starting to rise. That's the best time. That's the time that I've started working out when I wake up. Many people find it to be the most spiritual part of the day. Again, I agree. Take this time to meditate and prepare for the day ahead. It's a great way to allow your mind to relax. And not only will you feel refreshed and centered, but you will also find that you have more energy throughout the day. Listen to some soothing music, or if you want to get your blood flowing, bring some dance or some techno, or go onto SoundCloud and look for some Picket Fence and some Trunk Bound Regiment if you want to get your groove going. Or you might find some A-Slate on YouTube. How about it? It has also been shown that if you have a difficult time exercising consistently, doing so in the morning will make it easier to develop a routine. Make sure to eat a healthy breakfast when you return from your walk, because you don't want to blow all that good working out. That is our self-care assignment for the week. Take a walk in the morning.
In the morning.
Now we're going to move on over to my sister, because we have to get our our brain science.
All right, so our brain science. We've all been there before. A tough day at work with the kids or in school. We're exhausted, both mentally and physically, but we still manage to push ourselves to go to the gym. Why do we do it? Because we know how much better we'll feel after an evening indoor cycling class, an hour of kickboxing, or a challenging weight workout. We leave feeling refreshed, rejuvenated, invigorated, and truly transformed. So clearly, there's a relationship between exercise and the brain. But what is this connection that we talk about? What creates such dramatic improvement in our mood and mental health when we work out? Simply put, it's the change in brain biochemistry that takes place when you lace up. The human brain is made up of cells called neurons, 100 billion of them to be exact, that transmit chemical signals between each other and allow you to interpret the world both inside and outside. These chemical signals, called neurotransmitters, are responsible for how you feel, how you think, and how you behave. So, with them being approximately 100 neurotransmitters working in your brain to carry out a variety of functions, but there are two types in particular, endorphins and serotonin, and they are responsible for why you feel so good when you exercise. Exercise is always a great stress reliever.
Yes, yes. Yes, yes.
Oh, yes.
So you can exercise with us. You can follow us on our fitness journeys on Instagram, Facebook, SoundCloud, YouTube, wherever you get your favorite podcast. You can also find Corey, like he said, on Facebook, Phase Fitness. That's PHIZE Fitness. Yes. Or like he, in his words, the bald-headed dude that's physically fit running around the city. And as always, please continue to fly with us on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, SoundCloud, wherever you get your favorite podcast. Anchor. I'm Lady Bounce. Oh, Anchor. Get that one.
And I am Ace Slate.
Mr. Richardson, we thank you for joining us today. And
I love you.
We out of here.
Bless.